Hello students, I am Sunny sir from Mahdi English School. Welcome all of you to our today's lecture, and I hope all of you are very much healthy, and as advised by me, you are just staying indoors, not going out unnecessarily, not eating the stale junk food and eating the food which is made at home. Please follow these instructions. It is very high time you need to take care of yourselves and your family. Keep yourself neat and clean, and also keep your surroundings sanitized regularly. So, our today's video is for class 3 and subject is English. Before we start with our lecture, let us read one beautiful thought. It is very easy to defeat someone, but it is very hard to win someone. So, the meaning of this thought is that you can easily hurt anyone by saying something bad, but if you want to win a person, if you want to win his trust, then you have to be very polite, very nice with that person. Your behavior should be very nice. So, in short, your attitude and your behavior makes you bad or good. If your behavior is good, then you can be in the good books. So, always behave nicely and properly with everyone. Now, let us see the topics. In today's video, we are going to cover these topics. First is introduction about the lesson, the apple dumpling. So, this is lesson number 3 of your English textbook, the apple dumpling. In the previous video, we had completed chapter number 2, that was the poem, There Isn't Time. So, today I have brought one new and interesting story for you, that is the apple dumpling. And we will read the lesson line by line. I will explain you the pronunciation of some words which are difficult, and after we read the lesson line by line, along with that I will also tell you the meanings of the words which are difficult for you. I will explain the meanings of the words, we will read the lesson line by line, and we will enjoy the story. So let us begin with the reading. This is our today's lesson, the new lesson, which is the apple dumpling. This is the name of the lesson. It is chapter number 3 of your textbook. So before we start reading, I would like to tell you something about the author of the lesson. So who has written this lesson? Maud Lindsay. She is the author of the lesson. Here is her picture, as you can see on the screen. Maud Lindsay was the childhood friend of Helen Keller. So who was Helen Keller, do you know? Helen Keller was an American author, and she was also a lecturer. And do you know something? She was the first deaf and blind person to earn the Bachelor of Arts degree. Means Helen Keller was the person who was blind and deaf. She could neither see nor hear, but still she got the degree. She completed her college, and that is really amazing thing. And this lady, Maud Lindsay, who has written this lesson, lesson number 3, the apple dumpling, this lady was the friend of Helen Keller. She wrote many children's books, the first of which was Mother Stories. So, this lady wrote many books for children, and the first book was Mother Stories. She also became famous for her book Selected Poems. So, she became famous for her book. What was the name? Selected Poems, and collections such as A Story Garden for Little Children. So, she also had the collection of stories. What was the name? A Story Garden for Little Children. For this also she became famous. Her stories Little Missy and Silverfoot were also popular. So, these two stories like Little Missy and Silverfoot were written by Maud Lindsay, and that stories were also really popular and people liked them a lot. Now we shall read the story which is given in the book written by this lady. And what is her name? Maud Lindsay. Let us read the story, The Apple Dumpling. So, as I told you before we start reading the textbook, I will tell you about the story. I will tell you what is the story about and what is there in the story. So, The Apple Dumpling is written by Maud Lindsay. It is the story about an old woman and her wish to eat her favorite dish, and that is apple dumplings. So, this story is about a woman whose favorite dish is the apple dumpling. I hope all of you have seen apple dumpling. It is a kind of sweet. I will also show you the image now. With a heart of gold and few plums from a tree, she sets out to trade and finds apples cooked for the dish. So she has the trees in the house, and the tree is of plum. Plum is also a kind of fruit, but she does not have apple in the house. So she takes the basket of plums, goes out of the house in search of the apples. Then what happens, that we have to see in the story. And on her journey, the old woman meets a number of people. So the old woman goes out for the search of apples. She meets a lot of people, but none of them have apples to trade with her. No one has apples to exchange for her plums. Yet she helps them all. But the lady, the old lady, has the helping nature, and she helps everyone whom she meets on the way. She trades her plums for a bag of feathers. So trading means to exchange. I give you pencil, you give me eraser. That is called trading, exchange. So the old lady has the basket of plums, and first of all she exchanges basket of plums for the bag of feathers with a woman who wanted to make a plum jelly. Then she trades the feathers with a couple who wanted to make pillow for their grandfather. And when she has the feathers, she gives away feathers, and she takes bouquet in return. She gives feathers for the couple who wants to make pillow, and in return she takes bouquet of flowers. Then she trades the bouquet with a young lord for a gold chain, and then when she goes ahead, she meets a young lord, a young man, and she gives that bouquet to the young man, and that man gave her the gold chain. So she is constantly trading, exchanging in the lesson, the apple dumpling. Then she gives away the change to a poor family with no bread to eat. Then as she moves ahead, she sees a poor family. The beggars are there, they do not have the food to eat. So the lady gives away the chain to the poor family so that they can eat something. In return, she gets a puppy. Then that beggars, that old people do not have anything else, but they give a little puppy to the lady. Finally, in the end, she meets a lonely old man. And in the end of the lesson, the lady meets an old man, and that man needs a dog for companion. That old man lives alone in the cottage. No one is there with him. So that man needs someone to stay with him. So that lady, the man had a fine apple tree growing in his garden. So that old man had an apple tree in his garden. In return for the puppy, he gives the old woman apples. So the old woman says, "You take puppy, I will take some apples from your garden." And she finally goes home and makes apple dumplings for herself for dinner. So this is the story. We have to see the journey of the lady, how she sets out with the basket of plums, how she trades, how she exchanges everything, and finally in the end she is able to get some apples to cook the dinner as apple dumpling. Let us read warm-up exercise. Play this game in class. Role play in groups of 6. Barter and get the things you want by exchanging the things that you already have. To barter is to exchange one set of goods or services for another without using money. Now, what is the meaning of the word barter? Do you know the meaning of this word barter? Barter means to exchange. When you exchange something, in return you get something else. That is called barter. That is a game. And I will show you how to play this game of barter. So I will give you one example. See, for example, you have a pencil and your friend has a new pen, right? So you want a pen and the friend of yours want pencil. So you tell your friend that you give me the pen, I will give you pencil. We will both exchange the things for some time. So that game is called barter game. When you have someone and you give it to someone else who needs it, and that person gives you something else what you need. So that game is called barter game, and we will see what is given over here in this game. So as you can see on your screen, this is the game of barter. See, each member of a group has to make one of these roles. So you have to go in the class, you have to be a group of 6 students, and then you can play this game. How to play this game? See, first is a toffee merchant. So first person is a toffee merchant who sells toffee. Then a clothes merchant, a person who is selling clothes. Then a painter, the person who paints. Then a cook, person who makes food. A toy store owner, a person who sells toys. And a bookseller, the person who sells books. So all these 6 people are there standing in a row. Now what happened? See the first one. The cook wants a recipe of book and has 2 vegetable sandwiches to give away. So here, can you see properly? See, read here. The cook wants the recipe of book. What does he want? He wants a book. So who will have a book from these 6? Yes, can you see over here? Who has the book? A bookseller. So a bookseller can give the book to whom? To the cook, right? So the bookseller will exchange the book with the cook. And what will the cook give away? The cook can give away 2 vegetable sandwiches to the bookseller. The bookseller wants the vegetable sandwich. See, you can look over here. It is written over here, the bookseller wants to eat sandwiches. So the bookseller can eat sandwiches and he can give the book to the cook. That is how they can exchange the things. Then in number 2 it is given, the toy store owner wants a new shirt. So who wants the new shirt? A toy store owner. He wants a new shirt. So who will give him shirt? Who is selling clothes? Cloth merchant. So a toy store owner can exchange with cloth merchant. What will he give him? The cloth merchant wants board games. So he can get games from whom? He can get the games from the toy store. So the toy store owner and the clothes merchant, they can exchange the things. He can give him shirt, and the clothes merchant can get the game from the toy store owner. This is called the game of barter. Then what is given over here? See, the painter wants bag of toffee. What does the painter want? Toffee. So who will give him toffee? The toffee merchant, right? So the painter will go to the toffee merchant. What will he give him? The painter will give him his painting. See, he will give him this painting, and the toffee merchant, what will he give? The toffee merchant will give toffee to the painter, and the painter will give him painting. This is how they will exchange. So all these 6 people are there. They will exchange with each other. They can make group of 2 and they can exchange with each other. So this is how the game of barter is played. You have to exchange with your friend what you want, and you can give him what he wants. So this whole lesson, the apple dumpling, is based on the game of barter. We will see how the old lady exchanges things in return for the other things, and finally what happens in the end. So before we start reading the story, let us read the introduction of the story. Read this story about a woman whose favorite hobby is cooking. So be careful over here, I am underlining some important points. What is the favorite hobby of the woman, of the lady? Her favorite hobby is cooking. One day, she wants to eat an apple dumpling and sets out to look for apples. So what does the woman want to eat one day? She wants to eat apple dumpling. So she sets out, means she goes out to look for apples. She does not have apples in the house, so she has to go out and search for the apples. She learns through her journey that you can get anything you wish for if you try hard enough. So this is very important thought. What does she learn from her journey? That you can get anything you wish for if you try hard enough. So the meaning of this line is, try and try until you succeed. If you try hard, very hard, and you don't stop trying, then in the end you will surely get what you want. So we will see in this lesson how the old lady manages to get what she wants. And what does she want to eat? Apple dumpling. So I will show you the picture of apple dumpling. How does it look like? So as you can see on your screen, the image which you can see on your screen, this is called the apple dumpling. It is made with the help of apple, and it is a sweet. It is eaten as a sweet. This is apple dumpling. What all ingredients do you need? You need cut 2 apples into slices. You need a cup of sugar. You need dough. You need flour, and you need slices. You have to cut the apples into slices. and you can also use butter in this. And finally, when it is made, you can serve warm with vanilla ice cream. It is very, very delicious. I know right now you might be feeling hungry. So this is one more image of apple dumpling. Apple dumpling may also look like this. This is what the lady wanted to eat for dinner, and this is the name of the lesson, the apple dumpling. Now let us read the story. Once upon a time, an old woman wanted to cook an apple dumpling for dinner. Since cooking was her favorite pastime and apples her weakness, so what did the woman want to cook? The woman wanted to cook apple dumpling for dinner, means at night. She wanted to make apple dumpling. Why? Because her favorite pastime, her favorite hobby was cooking, and apples her weakness. Weakness means what? When something is your weakness, you like that thing a lot. So the weakness of that lady was apple dumpling. She wanted to eat apple dumpling anyhow. That was her weakness, her favorite food. So she cannot resist. She has to eat apple dumpling anyhow for dinner. But what is the problem? Let us read. She had all the flour and all the butter she could want in her cottage. So what was she having? She was having all the flour and butter. So she was having flour and butter in her cottage, right? She had enough sugar to cook 10 dumplings. So what was she having? She had enough sugar. Sugar makes the food sweet. And how much sugar did she have? She had the enough sugar to cook 10 dumplings. So much sugar was there in her house that she could cook 10 apple dumplings. Yet there was one thing she did not have, and that was apples. So the main thing she did not have in the house. What was the main thing? What is the main thing that you need for making apple dumpling? The first and the most important thing, that is apples. She did not have apples in the house. All other things she had. She had flour, butter, she had sugar, but she did not have apples, the most important thing for making apple dumpling. Then what did she do? Let us see. Let us read the lesson ahead. She had plums. So what is the meaning of plums? Plums is a fruit. It is red fruit. It is very sweet fruit. Let me show you what are plums. That old lady had plums in her house. See, this is the image of plums. These are red color, round plums. These are very sweet fruits. And who had these plums? The old lady. The old lady had these plums in the house. And she will take this basket of plums, she will go out and she will try to exchange these plums with the apples. Now let us read the lesson ahead. So the old lady had plums in the house. In her yard stood a tree with the roundest and most beautiful red plums. So the old lady had in the house the tree, and the tree was of plums. She had the plum tree in the house. And the plums were of red color and they were very round and soft. Still, you cannot make an apple dumpling with plums, and there is no use trying. So, can you make an apple dumpling with plums? Can we make? No. So, you cannot try. It is useless because the lady wants to eat apple dumpling, and with the help of plums, it is impossible to make apple dumpling. And even if you try, you cannot make apple dumpling with plums because it is a different kind of fruit. So you need apples for making apple dumpling. So let us see what did she do further. So the old woman filled a basket with plums and set out in search of someone with apples. Now what did the old woman do? The old woman went outside with the basket of plums. She took the basket of plums, she filled the basket with the plums there in her garden, and she went out to search for the apples. She wanted to play the game of barter. Like I just explained you, she wanted to exchange the plums with the apples. In search of the apples, she went out with the basket of plums so that if anyone has apples, she can tell that person that you give me apples and I will give you basket of plums. That is called exchanging. Now see what happens ahead. She said to herself, now she is talking to herself, she is thinking, there may be those in the world who have apples and need plums. So this is what she was thinking. She was very positive minded lady. What did she think? When I go outside, I will meet someone, those who want plums and those who have apples to give me. means someone will be there who wants plum and those who don't need apples. So that person, I will find out that person, I will give that person basket of plums, and in return that person would give me the apples for making apple dumpling. So now she has set out in the search for apples. In her journey now she will meet so many people in search of apples. Now let us see whom did she meet first. Soon she came to a farmyard and saw a young woman. So farmyard means it is a type of garden. So when she went out of her house, the old woman who went out of her house, she came to a farmyard, and in the farmyard, who was standing over there? A young woman is standing over here. Can you see over here? The young woman is standing in the farmyard, and the old lady saw this woman. Now what did she do after that? She and the old woman began to talk. So both these ladies started talking. The old woman started talking with this young lady, and both of them had a good conversation. The old woman told her about the apple dumpling she wanted. Now this old woman, the old lady who is having basket of plums in her hand, she told the young lady that I want to make apple dumpling for dinner. So do you have some apples? Can you just share some apples with me? And in return I will give you the basket of plums. Now see the young lady's reply. She showed the young woman her basket of plums that she hoped to trade. Now the old woman showed the basket of plums to the young lady, and the old woman thought that they can exchange the basket of plums with the apples. The old woman thought that the young woman might have some apples, so that she can take the apples and she can give the basket to her, and she was hoping to trade. What is the meaning of trade? Trade means to exchange. When you give something to me, I give something to you. That is called trade. So the old lady wanted to give the basket of plums and wanted some apples from the young lady. Oh dear, said the young woman, I would love to make a trade. My family loves plum jelly. Yet, all I have to give you is a bag of feathers. So what did the young woman reply? She said that she did not have apples. But what did she have? She had bag of feathers. What are feathers? Feathers are something which is the part of the bird's body. The birds have feathers and they can fly with the help of that, and it is very, very light in weight, just like cotton. So the young woman said to the old woman that sorry, I don't have apples. You want apples, but I don't have apples. I want to trade with you. I want to exchange with you, but I don't have apples. I only have bag of feathers. So do you want bag of feathers, and you can give me the basket of plums. So that is how they will exchange now. The young lady will give bag of feathers to the old lady, and the old lady in return will give basket of plums to the young lady. So this is how they started trading. This is the first trade. So whom did the old woman meet? The old woman met the young woman, and they exchanged the basket of plums and bag of feathers. Well, why not make a trade? Said the old woman. A bag of feathers, she thought, would at least be easier to carry. So that woman, that lady thought that it is not a bad idea. I can take bag of feathers and I can give her basket of plums. Why? Because bag of feathers would be at least easier to carry. Why would it easy to carry? Because the bag of feathers is very light in weight. It is not heavier. But the basket of plums is quite heavy. So the lady thought I would give her the basket of plums and I would take a bag of feathers. At least I can easily. So this is the first exchange done by the old lady. What is the first exchange done by her? What did she exchange? She gave the basket of plums, and in return she got bag of feathers from the young woman. So you have to remember this young woman. That was the first exchange done by the lady. So let me write down over here 1. The first exchange is exchanging basket of plums for the bag of feathers. Now the old lady goes ahead. Now she moves ahead. Now she what happens with her? So they did. The old woman went on. Now the old woman moved ahead. Now what does she has in her hand? She has bag of feathers. Now, with the feathers, she is moving ahead. Soon, she came to a house with a wonderful garden. Now, the old lady stopped again, the second time. And why did she stop? She saw a wonderful garden in a house. All of a sudden, she heard loud voices from inside, and someone was shouting loudly from the inside of the house. There were the loud voices heard from inside, and the lady stopped near the garden, and the garden was really beautiful. Cotton, said a young woman loudly. So the woman was there in the house, and she was shouting, Cotton, cotton. Straw, yelled a man, and one man was there. He was shouting, he was yelling that he wanted straw. What is the meaning of yelling? Yelled means shouted. Remember the meaning of this word, yelled. So there was a couple inside. Couple means a lady was there and a man. So the lady was shouting cotton, cotton, and the man was shouting straw, straw. They both were fighting with each other, and the old lady, the old woman, stopped over there and was listening to them. Here is someone who can help us. Now, that young woman who was fighting with the man saw the old lady standing near the garden, and she said, Now there is someone who can help us. The young woman said to the man that stop fighting. Now we have someone who can help us. The third person has come. And who was the third person? The old lady, the old woman who was standing and watching them. So she said that, Good mother, would you help us decide something? Then the old woman was asked a question. The young woman asked the question to stop the fight. What question did she ask? Good mother, would you help us decide something? Then she asked the question, would you help us to decide something? We are fighting. Who was fighting? The man and the woman were fighting inside the house near a beautiful garden. So the young woman called the old lady who was standing by the garden, and she said to the old woman that, will you help us to decide something? They were confused between the two options, and that's why they were fighting. If you were making a pillow for your grandfather's bed, wouldn't you stuff it with cotton? So that young lady asked the question that if you are making a pillow for your bed, like what is the pillow? Pillow is something which you keep your head on while sleeping at night. That is called pillow. It is very soft and mostly it is made up of cotton. You can put your head on it and you can sleep. That is called pillow. So the young lady asked the question to the old lady that suppose if you are making a pillow for the bed, will you make it with cotton or not? Is cotton the best option because cotton is very soft? So will you make it with cotton or with something else? The young lady asked the question to the old lady. The old woman shook her head. Now shook is the past tense of shake, to move the head, to either to say yes or no. So the old woman gave the answer. Feathers will make the softest pillow, she said. So what did the old woman say? That how will you make the soft pillow? The pillow must be soft so that you can rest. So she said that feathers will make the softest pillow. With the help of the feathers, you can make the pillow very soft, she said, and handed them feathers. So that old woman said that don't fight now, stop fighting. You will not make your pillow with anything else, but you can make your pillow with the feathers because feathers are also very soft. And do you know that old lady was already having feathers in her hand? Who had given her feathers? The young lady who was standing in the farmyard. She had given the old lady feathers in exchange for plums. So now the old woman was having a bag of feathers, and the old woman gave that bag of feathers to this couple, to the man and the woman who were fighting, and she said, stop fighting. You can make your pillow with the feathers and it will be very, very soft pillow. And she gave them the bag of feathers. And for me, if you can give me some apples or a bunch of flowers, I would be happy. So that lady, the old lady said that if you can give me a flowers or an apple, or if you can give me some apples, then it will be very helpful for me. Can you please give me apples or the flowers? The man and the woman had no apples to give. Still they were glad to gather a bunch of roses, lilacs and lilies from their garden for her. So that man and woman who got feathers to make the pillow, they did not have apples in the garden. But what did they give the lady? They gave her a bunch of roses, lilacs, lilies from the garden. What are these three? These are the three names of flowers. What are the names? Roses, lilacs, lilies. These three are the names of flowers. And who gave these flowers? The young lady, the young woman and the man who had the beautiful garden, they gave these 3 flowers to the old lady, and lilacs are purple or white flowers. Then the lady said, "It's a very good bargain," and she carried on. The old lady said, "It is a very good bargain." Bargain means to exchange something. Now, what did she exchange the second time? This is number 2. See, first time she had exchanged plums for feathers. Now she exchanged feathers for flowers. So this was the second time she exchanged, the trade, the game of barter. And this time what does she have in her hand now? She has bunch of roses, lilacs and lilies, and she carried on. Means now she will go ahead and she will try to exchange roses, lilacs and lilies for something else. And now we will see the lesson ahead. So based on today's explanation, let us solve the quiz questions. First question, what is the favorite hobby of the woman? The favorite hobby of the woman is cooking. So here is the answer. Her favorite hobby is cooking. What did she want to cook for dinner? What does she want to make for dinner? She wanted to make apple dumpling for the dinner. Here is the answer. She wanted to cook apple dumpling for the dinner. Then number 3, how much sugar did she have in the house? How much sugar did she have? How much apple dumpling can she make from that much sugar? She could make 10 apple dumplings from that sugar. The lady had enough sugar to cook 10 apple dumplings. Then number 4, what did the woman fill with the basket? So what did she fill in the basket? What was there in her house that she filled the basket with? So she filled the basket with the plums because she had the tree of a plum. So she filled the basket with plums, red round plums. So here is the answer, that she filled the basket with the plums. So I hope all these 4 questions are clear and you have solved the quiz questions successfully, and will continue with the story in the next lecture. In today's lecture, we understood the lesson, the apple dumpling. We understood what is the lesson about, and we understood the first 2 pages of the lesson. Now we shall continue with the lesson in the next lecture. Till then, goodbye and have a blessed day. Thank you.